back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I get started with this week's video, I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week about Teen Mom The Next Chapter and Teen Mom Family Reunion. I recap the episodes and make them a lot shorter, sweeter, and funnier. If that's something you'd like to watch, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. This episode starts off with Tyler, who fits in very well as the only guy among the women of Teen Mom. He's being loud and annoying, as if he belongs there. He yells, "Your hair looks good, April. What'd you do to it?" "I washed it." He also makes sure to greet everyone with a huge hug, even the people he doesn't know. Kayla says, "Tyler gave me a big ol' hug. I was like, who are you?" And then I realize, oh, it's Tyler. Like, oh, it's just Tyler. He's definitely not trying to hit on me. Jade says, "I'm glad that Ashley's gone, but I'm still mad that Bree's gone. Anyway, I thought it would be perfect for us to go rock climbing today." Everyone groans. That's okay. I'm sure Jade isn't insulted because it wasn't actually her idea. Where's Amber? It's not healthy to sit in your room all day. Because yeah, she sits this one out too. Cheyenne thought it was going to be indoor rock climbing, but nope, they're going out to an actual boulder. Alright guys, this is going to be a trust building exercise. Since it's my exercise, I volunteer to go first. The grandmas are going to hold the ropes while the moms climb up. I can't help but notice that everyone is wearing helmets. Almost like they already know one of these dumbasses is going to drop the rope. I guess MTV needs to work on their trust with this cast. Cheyenne questions, how are me and Kaya gonna climb the rock with our nails? A better question is, you knew you were coming on an outdoors trip, why did you get 2-inch long acrylics? I do not understand these hoes. So she starts climbing and predictably, she's like, "I can't grab it with my nails. My feet hurt really bad. I'm stuck." April encourages her, and in the process of that, we see April's tongue ring. I feel like there should be an age limit on those things. Christy is able to guide Jade up, and she makes it up to the top, and they share a nice hug at the end of it. Jamie is not doing so well. She says, "I'm diabetic, and my blood sugar is low." "Do you want to go back to the room? I'll go with you, Mom." Kayla doesn't want to do this shit. She's begging for an out. Jamie eats some snacks, but she's still feeling weak. She decides to go back to her hotel room. Kayla says, "I'm going with her in case she passes out and needs to go to the hospital." And then Jamie tells Kayla, "I'm not gonna pass out." It works though. Kayla leaves with her mom without touching that crusty ass rock. Tyler scales the rock in minutes, and Cheyenne says, "You did that too easily." Tyler's family has a history with rocks, so this makes sense. Macy also makes it up the rock easily. Macy might not have brought her mom, but I'm pretty sure she's the only one so far who actually participated in every single activity, so good for her. Cheyenne climbs next. Her mom says, "You were third in the challenge! Show them what you got!" She got third place in the challenge. She gets down and she says, "Did anyone get a picture of my ass while I was climbing?" And then she has Tyler get a shot of her ass while she's climbing. When Caitlin climbs, April yells a few words of encouragement, and then she says, "I think I redeemed myself today." Ah yes, 30 years of trauma erased. Kaya has the longest nails out of anyone, but she does manage to get to the top of the rock as well. However, it's going back down that's the issue. I've actually gone indoor rock climbing, and I can vouch that it's actually really hard to just let go and fall back. You know there's a rope there, but the survival instinct kind of kicks in and tells you that you can't let go. She says, "I can't go back down, I'm scared." But after getting cheered on a little bit, she basically walks backwards and tiptoes back down. Once she gets close enough to the ground, her mom grabs her ass and pulls her the rest of the way by her booty. And then everyone heads back to the hotel. Macy texts Amber, but no response. Outside, Kayla calls Luke. The spanking episode just aired last night while this was going on, and his mom and sister are going on rants on social media, lying about the situation. She says, "I'm worried because the kids are with Luke, and he might bring them to her. She's trying to cover something up, and I'm not home to protect them." So she calls Luke. "I need your mom's number, Luke. I'm pissed." "I don't know. What the fuck you want me to do?" "Check her!" "I already did that." "Clearly not enough." The way Luke's acting makes me more mad. He doesn't even care, and it's about our son. "This is your mom! Check the bitch!" Cheyenne is staring out the window with this funny look on her face. She says, "That's the most I've heard Kayla say since we've been here." "I'm so sick of this shit. This is about my kids. Don't hang up on me, you piece of shit!" Beep, beep, beep. Luke totally hung up on her. Kaya is able to calm Kayla down enough for her to call back later without half the call being bleeped out again by censors. It's a worse situation because it's your mom. I know. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. Yes, but you and the kids are my family. Y'all come before anyone else. I don't know what to say. Just don't let our kids go over there. You have my word. I feel like Luke started out as a great guy, at least in comparison to Stefan, and he just progressively became more and more of a loser. It's actually really sad to see. He truly does not care about anything. Much like Amber does not care about this show. Jamie goes to her room to ask Amber, "Are you okay?" And in Jamie's confessional, she says, "Amber looks like hell. I hope she's okay. She's sweating and stuff." Oh, you know Amber stinks too. "I slept all day. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm sick." It sounds like that fake cough that Karen did in Mean Girls. Boo, you whore. Coach B comes out for a night session. She says, "We're gonna bury the hatchet. Write your name on the hatchet and then we'll bury it." I'm surprised she didn't say, "Get in this hole, girls. We're getting buried alive," to learn about resilience. Macy goes first. She says, "I want to let go of my anger towards Ryan. I'm angry for Bentley. Bentley wants to throw in the towel. My choice to be with Ryan hurt everyone." And she throws the hatchet in the hole. Kaya says, "I was a bad daughter to my dad. I was stubborn and ignorant. He overdosed. He wasn't old or sick, and I thought he would always be here. He was my superhero. I don't want that to happen again with my mom. I have a lot of regret because the night he died, he asked me to go to a game with him, and I didn't go." What would you say to him? "Dad, there's some things I didn't get a chance to say. I'm sorry for taking your presence for granted, and I'm going to work on forgiving myself." Jade and Kate both bury their anger towards their parents' addiction. Shy buries her self-doubt. Like, am I doing enough? Cheyenne seemed kind of over this whole thing. Kayla let go of anger towards her mom growing up. "My mom brought in different men in and out of our house. She was married 3 times, and it was a lot for me to move houses each time. My home was always uprooted. I don't know if I trust her to make good decisions. She has severe anxiety and depression from her own issues growing up. When I was young, she was in a very abusive relationship, and the only way out was to check herself into inpatient treatment for being suicidal. I didn't know if she was going to kill herself. Kayla, you have to break the generational curse. Can you do that?" Kayla is crying, but she agrees that she will, and she buries the hatchet. In the next scene, Tyler is cleaning up the gross common area that all the girls left their food in. He's like, "It's our house, we gotta clean." Tyler, you are not helping the rumors. Coach B has a session with Kayla and Jamie. Jamie says, "I see Kayla's depression, and I don't know how to help. Me living with my mom was supposed to be temporary, but I don't know where Luke will go if I leave." Kayla hides things, and she covers for Luke. "Yeah, I do. I found out he slept with his ex. I said, 'I'm done with you.' Then I found out I was pregnant. Later, I found out that he kept cheating after that with multiple women." Kayla, what has you staying in a situation that dishonors you? An abusive situation? "Well, I wonder if it's the best that I'm gonna get. And I don't see it as abusive. He doesn't hit me or call me names." What do you want? "I want a healthy relationship," which is not with Luke. After that session, Macy calls Amber and she asks, "How do you feel? 2 missed days now, really?" "Well, I have COVID." And then MTV plays this extremely dramatic ass music as if somebody died. Chill out. And then it turns out Kayla, Caitlin, and April also all have COVID, only proving that this trip is cursed. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom Family Reunion. What do you guys think of everyone having COVID? Is this show even going to continue after this? Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week.